What's up, guys? It's Vincent here with another episode of What Tunes You On. Today is a big day because not only am I releasing an episode of this, but I'm also releasing a new song that I have been in the mix of for what feels like ever. It's from the Hand of Set. It's going to release at 8 p.m. today. Whether or not this comes out before that, I don't know. But it's going to be cool, and I appreciate you guys listening to either one. Also, let me know which one you prefer. I know I have different audiences for different realms of my artistic expression. Photography, poetry, songwriting, literature, doing my podcast stuff, and whatever else it is. Sometimes I do feel like a crazy person. I do want to shout out Temo for the really shitty AirPods that may or may not work. I'm not sure. And some of the assortment of jewelry that I do get that, I plan on wearing in some of these episodes. But today is a morning episode, and I'm feeling a little down. So let's listen to some heavy stuff that gets us going. And a band that I have recently discovered, I would say in the last year and a half, is a band called Tigercub. I believe they're from the UK. The frontman is like 7 foot tall or something crazy, which when I found that out, I was like, I feel a lot better about myself, fronting or being, a main front guy. And he owns that shit. And it's beautiful to see him kind of let loose on that. Being a big guy and touring and also like being a guitar player and standing all the time, like you short folk, not saying like anybody underneath our height, they don't really understand it. I'm not shaming or like whatever, but it is difficult for people of our size to kind of do every day-to-day things. Like counters aren't built for us, doorways aren't built for us, cars aren't built for us, chairs aren't built for us. That's why I'm slouching right now. It's because if I sit in this chair all the way up, it's like it's not, it's not made for this whole thing. It's not even up my back. So clothes aren't really made for us. Everything's more expensive too. So, food, we have to eat more, whatever, let's just be mindful of that. And to see somebody of his stature like me be able to go out there and slay and then write these beautiful songs is very interesting to say the least, but very inspiring. Very, very, very inspiring. So today's song that we're going to be listening to is going to be Swoon by Tigercub. It's off of their newest record called, I believe, The Perfume of Decay. Yes, The Perfume of Decay. This song is called Swoon, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'll get right into it. Oh, nice. Excellent choices for the melodies in the background. Oh, this is the part. I have heard this song before, but I haven't heard it in a long time. So right there, the bass is keeping the and the frontman slash guitar player. It's a three-piece band. It's a bass player, a drummer, and then the guitar player. And I think they may have some road guys. I'm not sure, but he's just making all of the noise. This is as much noise as you can make with as many delay pedals, reverb pedals. And then he's like, swoon. Like just doing some, you know what I mean? And it's kind of interesting to kind of peek into the mind of an artist like that. Like what's that was the gross sound. I'm so sorry. It's like not the macaroni and cheese sound. It's like way worse than that. But, what goes into the mind of somebody like that? Like they were just sitting there thinking, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Were they out of ideas? Was that the first idea? Was that what prompted them to write that? Which is really pretty melodies. I mean, it kind of reminds you of a Tim Burton thing. You know what I mean? And then the drummer just riding that Picking it back up. Okay, so the second verse, they're building it that way. One rule I've learned is that your second verse should always be better than your first verse, but make your first verse the most memorable. Think about it. Okay, so that's different. So the last time, the bass player, this is the bridge, or a bridge, I suppose, or like pre-chorus. And the last time he was making a whole bunch of noise, bass player was playing the same line and stuff too. Drummer was just riding the freaking eights on that. And then this one is so they've obviously had a rhythm change in there, and it's just combining a bunch of different riffs. Now, is it sloppy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the most noisy pickups you can, or amplification that you can get with the feedback. I don't know what kind of pickups he's using, but I know he's using a baritone. So the bass and the guitar player are playing on essentially the same set of strings. Not really, but they are playing like in the same tone. It's really hard to explain that one to non-musicians, but my musician friends, you know what I'm talking about. A good example of that would be Royal Blood. Royal Blood, though, is a two-piece, and they are, which I will touch topics on a later date because I want to cover some of their shit. But yeah, so they use a bass and a drum, right? But they have pickups. I keep saying pickups. They have pedals, and they have integrated systems that the frontman, I can't remember his name right now, it escapes me, is able to use to mimic that of a guitar. And it sounds dope. It's a unique sound. That's the whole point of this, especially modern generation of like rock music, is you want to have a unique sound whenever you do something. Otherwise, nobody's going to give a shit about you. And that sucks. But as long as you give a shit about you, then I guess that's fine. If you find beauty in that and you're ever able to make a living out of it, then that's really honestly, that should only ever be the main goal. If you're trying to do it for anything else besides providing a stable income for yourself and being able to live off of your passion, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Here's the chorus. Swoon. Where are we going? Sing it, baby. There's that noise. Oh shit! So he's like, boom. That's a harmonic. And then it kind of sounds like the drummer's just going on the fours. It's really cool. And honestly, what it comes back down to is just as simple as possible. Like, he's playing 4. 2, 3, 4. But it's on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and ba ba ba. And the bass is just, you know what I mean? He could be asleep right now. Unrelated, he could also be asleep right now just by himself and wherever they're going. I know they're on tour. They are in the States, if I'm not mistaken. If not, they're over in the UK already. They already did like fucking 4,000 miles or something crazy. These guys are cool, man. These guys are cool. They've actually been in where I live, a place called Hi-Fi. Shout out Hi-Fi in Indianapolis, Fountain Square. And I didn't get a chance to see them, but I would love to see these guys. I actually don't get a chance to see a lot of shows. Anywho. chorus. Very nice. 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 Clap. If anybody walked in right now, they think I'm fucking crazy. But they might think that anyway. I'm not doing the next song. I was doing that song. But hey, this record, I've listened to it all the way through. I listen to records all the way through. I'm swallowing a lot. Is that bad? Am I nervous about something? Am I stressed out? Am I having a bad time? I'm not having a bad time. Yeah, I would say I'm stressed out, but that's okay. It's just a lot to do all this stuff at once. And then, I do have a regular job outside of this, believe it or not. I just don't brag about it, but it is music related. And sometimes that shit gets unnerving. And this is one of those times, and that's fine. So this is my output, and I appreciate everybody who does listen to this, and hopefully I get to do one of these 20,000 different things that I like to do in my spare time, full time, or if not all of them. That'd be really cool. I don't know how people do it. I don't know if, marketing and shit like that, I got a small group of people that listen to everything that I do, and then people who like this other stuff, and then people who watch in silence, which is cool, but also, if you like it, pass it along. Don't be afraid. Because I went to school with you, because we may have played in a band together, because maybe we were affiliated in another way. Who cares? All right? I've got a girlfriend. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She supports me. I've got a band. 2 of them. They're beautiful. They're amazing. And they support me. I have an awesome friend group. They're beautiful, amazing, and they support me. And that's really all that matters to me. But I'm your friend. And it will go a long way if you help me out a little bit. And sharing. You don't have to pay me money. You don't have to come to my birthday party. You don't have to give me a gift. If you like it, share it. That's plenty. And I don't think that's too much to ask for. I'll keep doing it, and I'll keep asking. And I'm appreciative with everybody who does. And I shout you out on my page, too. Not that matters, but it is pretty cool to, see people who, and work with people who do this stuff. So hopefully I get to collaborate with somebody in the future. I think that I'd be a great collaborator. I'm usually really funny. I get that. And maybe my antics are a little bit wild, but I play all instruments. So I know what everybody's doing in the song. I know the production all the way from what they were thinking when they made the decision to the end production before they put it on the vinyl. So it's that's what I do. And that's why I'm so invested in this. I'm good at other things, but I'm the best at this for me. Not in the world, but for me. Not that fucking pretentious. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. This is a morning one, so my hair's growing back in, which is super cool, but I've got that weird 4th grade haircut now. I'm rambling. I haven't had enough coffee. Drink your coffee, drink your water, drink your beer, drink your liquor. Who cares? Smoke your weed, smoke your cigarettes, just as long as you know what the consequences are of your own actions, and you're happy with what you're doing, and you're not hurting anybody else. I really don't give a shit what you do. Live your life. Be happy. Try to, anyway. Be happy if you can. Look at the bright side of things. Find a hobby. Do some chores. Brush your teeth. Wash your ass, maybe. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, that's it. See ya.